Welcome back, YouTube, to more an end of the year top 10s, top 10 head coaches. As you can see, above it it's rookies, top 10 rookies, and then above that is top 10 safeties. And that'll be my final top 10s of the year, and I'll be going into some offseason and then AFC Championship game predictions, Super Bowl predictions, maybe Super Bowl previews. I'll see about that. Number 10, Pete Carroll. I think he has regressed from being a top 5 coach. I think he was a top 5 coach, but I think he's regressed. But he's still top 10 coach for sure. 9, John Harbaugh. Got to give him credit for what he's done with Lamar and that team. Completely changed the offense from it was a passing defensive team to now running defensive team. So yeah, I'll give John Harbaugh credit. 8, Sean McDermott could be way higher after next year, but there's a lot of good coaches above him. He could be higher next year. 7, Kyle Shanahan, a young offensive genius. Same with number 6, Sean McVay, a young offensive genius. They're both probably. If I could have tied with these two because they're both offensive young geniuses, but I put Sean McVay a little higher. Top 5, Kevin Stefanski. Browns coach has never been this high. That's incredible. He's the coach for a while for Cleveland. He's a great coach. He's great with the play action. He has a great running game. He's gonna be there for a while. 4, Andy Reid. Never ceases to impress me what he did with Chad Henne. Went for it on 4th and inches on the biggest play of the game, where it should have been a down play, but hey, it's Andy Reid. He's gutsy. 3, Matt LaFleur. 13-3 last year, 13-3 this year. NFC Championships back-to-back year. His numbers speak for itself, so there's no argument that he's a top 3 coach. 2, Brian Flores, and 1, Bill Belichick, which I think Brian Flores is going to take that one spot from Bill Belichick very soon. I think I will still give it to Bill Belichick, but I think he will take that soon from Bill. Let's go to number 10 for top 10 rookies. Trevin Diggs, a Cowboy. 4 picks in his rookie year. He had some laps in coverage, but he's a pretty good cover linebacker. He's going to learn and get better. He's going to have a really great sophomore year, so I'm excited. He missed some time, too. He's still 4 picks, so I'm excited to see his sophomore season. And he's not the only defensive player. Obviously, someone else is on here. 9, Jerry Jeudy. Great route running. He probably has the best route running out of all the receivers on this list. His cuts, his feet work, his footwork is magical. It's absolutely magnificent. 8, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Slowed down. He could have been higher, but he slowed down. He got hurt, and then they stopped running. They got Le'Veon, so they stopped using him as a full workhorse. But they're going to need him against the Bills to win that game, I think. So hopefully he plays. He's an explosive player and a pass catch in. He can even block. Yeah. 7, CeeDee Lamb. I call him CeeDee Lamb, but CeeDee Lamb. Great receiver. I'm so glad the Cowboys picked him. 2 Cowboys on here. Gonna have a great sophomore year. I really like CeeDee. He had the most receiving yards from the slot as a rookie, so that's a good stat to have. 6, James Robinson. Probably the most impressive rookie, only because he was undrafted, had over 1,000 scrimmage yards, 10 scrimmage TDs. Great undrafted story by James Robinson. A lot of respect for him. 5, Jonathan Taylor. Slow start. Great second half of the season. Over 1,000 scrimmage yards, 10 scrimmage touchdowns. Can block, can catch. The most catches without a drop. Minimum 25 catches. He had 32 out of 32. So he can catch. 4, Chase Young. Great defensive rookie, obviously. He's a monster. One of my favorite games I watched of his was the 49ers game. He completely won that game for the football team. He's a monster. He's going to be a future Hall of Famer for sure. 3, Joe Burrow. I know he got injured, but we can pretty much see that he's going to be a great quarterback for the future for the Bengals. So that's good for them. 2, Justin Jefferson. I've never seen a trade that both teams won. Honestly, the Justin Jefferson for Stefon Diggs trade. 2 of the top receivers in the league. One's a rookie, one's a great veteran. So yeah, not even that big of a veteran. He's just been in the league. Number 1, I think we all know who number 1 is. Justin Herbert. No quarterback would do what he's done this season. He had 31 passing touchdowns. That's the record. No quarterback will ever eclipse 30 passing touchdowns in my mind ever again. So he's obviously number 1. Top 10 safeties. Let me make sure I don't unveil 2 by accident. Derwin James. He did miss the season, but I'm still going to put him in the top 10. He's obviously a difference. If the Chargers have him, maybe they win a couple more games, but I'm gonna still put him in the top 10. He's a great player. I'm wait for him to come back. 9, Eddie Jackson, great at touchdowns, but he's a pretty decent, solid cover. cover safety. He can't really hit, but he can cover his arse out, if you know what I'm saying. 8, Harrison Smith, obviously a solid safety for the Vikings with number 7, Anthony Harris. So that's our first duo we have produced in the video. So yeah, there were 2 great safeties on the same team. One's old, one's young, so they're gonna lose one, but keep one. So yeah, Micah Fitzpatrick, I think he took a big step back. I think he had a disappointing season. I think he'll bounce back next year, but I don't know. I feel like he just wasn't there. I think early half of the season he was there, but then when the season got on, when they started facing tougher teams, he started to get exposed. But I think he'll come back strong next season. 5, the biggest Pro Bowl snub. He should have gotten in over Condre Diggs. Or yeah, I guess that's in the NFC, so maybe not. Yeah, he didn't get snubbed. Jesse Bates though, he's a great corner. He was PFF's highest graded safety. I don't know how much you guys go over that, but he's a great safety. 4, Buda Baker, great. I think he's sophomore year. He had great season. He did get catch at DK, but great season. He can bring the pass for us, cover good. He can even be a linebacker, and he's small, but he's a physical player at that size. 3, Justin Simmons, I think he's a very underrated player for the Broncos. I think he's one of the best safeties in the league. Obviously, he's in my top 3. He's like very underrated. I don't hear anybody saying his name, but probably because they don't throw his way. I don't know, but he's a great safety. 2, Tyrann Mathieu. I thought a couple years ago, I know it was too high on him. I thought a couple years ago was a little bit of a fluke, but he damn sure proved me wrong. He's a great safety. He's gonna be one for a while. 1, Jamal Adams. I don't think there's any arguments. I don't care that he has 0 picks. He has 10 sacks as a safety. Like, he's a great physical safety. Probably the best physical safety we've seen since probably Ed Reed. But Ed Reed could cover, so that's why Ed Reed is way better than him. But yeah, that will be my list. My next video that I will post will probably be the 3 ward game for both championship games. So be on the lookout for that. I'll get my top prospects ready for. I'll do quarterback, running back, and receivers first. And then I'll just go from that. So that will be the end of the video, and peace.